So, here we are at the dam. A day or two, actually, probably 3 days have passed because making a bear hide, bear coat is a non-trivial endeavor. We have 9.5 hours left out of something like 40 hours of work. So a significant chunk of time has been dropped at this point. We've been, let me go outside real quick. We had most of a deer carcass on the ground out here. We've been crafting by day when possible, and coming out here and running a fire until the middle of the night, basically, to stave off cabin fever, because we have 4 pieces of venison left. These are ruined, but when I cook them, they go back to 50%. So odds of food poisoning are kind of low. I mean, obviously you can get food poisoning for 50% meat, but the odds are kind of slim you will. So that's the plan. I'm going to go back in right now and hopefully finish the bear coat before the day ends. We have no food at the moment, but good everything else. So conditions kind of high. It's a struggle though. Getting the bear coat done is not a trivial task because it's literally 50 hours or whatever of work. So here we have 9.42 left. I'm gonna make sure I got some drink, get the water, topped off, and food be damned. Not gonna go out and start a fire in the middle of the day. Hopefully I'm gonna bang out the 9.5 hours here and be done. Sunlight being what it is, that's not the case. I have 5 3/4 hours or 5 1/3 hours left. So we will probably head outside and light a fire. If we can. I assume we can because we have the magic fire spot here. Again, if you're at the dam, this is a really, really hard spot to have a fire blown out. It's possible. It's happened to me in this run. You can look back to the previous videos for that, but it's a rare occurrence. In other runs, I've literally spent days out here with a blizzard raging and not had a fire burn out on me. But do not sleep out here because if you do, it'll burn out on you. So these pieces of venison are ruined at this point, but when I cook them, they're going to go back up to 50%. I know 50% is not a sure thing as far as not getting food poisoning, but it's pretty good odds with raw meat. Since I'm barely tired at all, I'm gonna make some water too, just for the hell of it.
Surrounded by snow, with nothing to drink.
So as I mentioned, we lost some video from the last thing, but the format of OBS lets you record in TS format, which is it's the container format, which is transport stream. And if the power cuts out going forward, we'll be able to recover almost all, if not all, of the video and audio from the recording. So shouldn't be an issue going forward. MP4 is a fragile format because if you don't get to close the file, the file is basically useless. It's possible to recover it, but it's entirely non-trivial. And I figured I could pay $30 and maybe recover the file, or just ignore it. What you lost out on? Oh, hello. I'm gonna abandon this campfire and drop a bunch of water. We got an aurora, so that means we can craft at night, which means, you know, actually I'm not actually gonna push through and craft tonight. I'm gonna just sleep, and because the sleep schedule's been really wonky because of the auroras and stuff. I've actually done some crafting with the aurora. I'm really gonna actually. I am going to take the opportunity to fix this bedroll. This is the one we picked up in the cave in Pleasant Valley, and it does need a repair or two. Since we have the aurora going on, I might as well do that at least, and then sleep for a little bit. Yet. Put in for 10 hours, but I will not get all 10 hours. I'm going to wake up fully rested at some point. Hopefully reasonably early in the day. Alright. Yeah, halfway through midday already. Wasting time during the daylight for crafting, but again, 9 hours left. Sorry, 5 hours left. We'll get this done right now. Oh wait. Make sure I drink first. Yeah. Alright, get this done right meow. So along the way we've been fighting with cabin fever. It's been a problem, but
my stomach feels like an empty pit.
Really, if you go outside at night and do some water, it's pretty good work for cabin fever. Alright, so we have bear coat now. If I wear it here, I get... Whoa, whoa. What am I doing? Where? 21 plus 8. Am I in the wrong spot? Plus 11. Nope. So the right place to wear this is this side. And then that one there. 21 plus 8. Good to go. Storm has ended. Okay, cool. Alright, so allegedly now, if we leave, we'll be just a little over 30 kilograms. We'll have a reasonably good success, and we have some sketchy ass food to eat when we get where we're going. So, headed for Milton now. Bright, sunshiny day. And miraculously, thanks to the power of editing, or the power of properly playing the game, we don't have any issues with cabin fever, even though we totally should, because we just spent 40 hours indoors crafting a bear coat. But We balanced it, as far as you know. And it all worked out. And so we're not having any problems. So all we gotta do now is get out of the map without getting killed. Halfway freezing already, and we haven't really left the dam.
I could eat anything right now.
It's less than ideal. What we haven't done is gone to the ruined Overwatch. The which way do we go? What will we get up there? Not much. I think what we do is stop at the trailers and warm up. Then we'll move more on a beeline towards the
Almost making my head feel thick.
trapper's cabin. But at some point we will run across a moose hide in the form of a moose we can kill.
Damn, I'm freezing.
So here we are. I'm gonna just actually sleep an hour. The reason I'm sleeping right now is that we gotta warm up, and also it's kind of early in the day, and I mean, you're doing a lot of running today, so it's not going to be a big deal to be exhausted. is that? Whoa, 3 wolves. Holy crap. We'll be avoiding that. It's really loud right now, so I missed all the audio from that. I don't think I've seen such a high concentration of wolves in a while. They were apparently super interested in wolf shit. There's like stalker level of wolves with 3 of them with the head like that.
Never thought I'd be dying from starvation.
When I went up over that hill, I thought I was going to be going more towards the direction of Trapper's cabin, but apparently that ain't the same direction I thought I was going. So now basically we're sidestepping those wolves. We're going the same way. Question is, do I go to the top of this hill?
To escape this cold.
Or do I just turn left and head for... I can't remember anything worth the shit that's at the top of this hill. Like back in the day, it had a bunch of the bomb stuff, right? But I don't think it's super important now. I'm gonna bypass this. I know there's a rope up there and there's some, maybe a thing or two, but it doesn't seem worthwhile.
Better lay low till this ankle improves.
So I don't think you get ankle sprains unless you're looking the other way when you're walking. Can't prove it, but I believe it to be the case. So I was definitely strafing when that happened to me.
I'm gonna need some first aid. Soon.
Well, you don't need first aid, you just need to get to a bed. Can't run though, so there's that. I vaguely recall I need some of that shit because there's been wolf kerfuffles.
feel so good.
Either way, it ain't far until we get to Trapper's Cabin, which is a safe place that...
Damn, that's smarts.
I don't believe has any wolves between here and there. Although, it's farther than I assume. Yeah, we still got some walking to do, but... Man, look at all this awesome firewood. It's gonna be more work to go straight over the top of this, but when we do, we'll wind up right at the Trapper's Cabin. I'm actually gonna stop and cure the sprained ankle so I can run a little bit to get tired. Oh, we got a bear.
Never felt so cold in my life. Damn it.
Yeah, that hurt a little bit. Now, where'd the bear actually go? So what I did there was drop down a steep rock face so that the bear couldn't track me.
I don't feel so good.
Because he was definitely going to come over and kick my ass. So at this point he should be running around scared, but I don't know where the hell he went. We're freezing at this point. So we have a bear running around. I'll run over here and try and start a fire. Okay, so the bear's running around over there. If we start a fire and get warm, we can pass time until the bear dies. If we can get warm. We do have 15 sticks, so we should probably be alright.
Come on, come on. It worked.
Oh, we're actually getting warm. Sweet. So at some point here we should have another bear down. So we've got 2 total before this. Three bears killed now, so somewhere out there is a bear with an arrow in it. Go see what's going on. It's solid fog, so we might as well get some meat. This guy will be completely frozen, which means that's super fast. Fucking conditions only 50%, which is bad, but we'll at least have some deer to eat tonight. Add some more coal because there's going to be coal in the cave between here and Milton. So we'll grab the hide. Of course I want the guts too, so I'm gonna get these roast hips done, drink the tea while it's hot so I get heat immediately plus a bonus for heat loss. Grab the guts quick.
Getting weak.
Grab the meat and head for the cabin. This fire's been burning a while, so my torches are likely high percentage. I'm gonna grab
I can barely walk with this much gear.
2, and then take one more for heading for the cabin. And I just know it's this direction. Hopefully it won't run into any wolves. I assume that was the bear we just heard dying. So the cool thing about when the wolves howl is, you know, A, they're not by you, and B, they're off in the distance and exactly where you can hear. So we're reasonably confident Actually, drop this one. Head in. Those are rabbit noises, I assume. Hopefully not deep wolves. Alright, so we have nothing going out. Got a cured gut and a rabbit skin. Bed. We're reasonably tired. We got a lot of fucking condition to make up, but we have a kilo of deer meat, a whole bunch of water, chunk of tea, hopefully a good night's sleep. We won't actually get 10 hours, but hopefully we'll get enough condition gain to make it worth it. I think I'll probably harvest the bear just to improve condition.
I'd eat anything right about now.
So ideally we want to head out for Milton with 100% condition. So 25% cabin fever risk. That was built up from languishing around the dam while we got the bear coat done.
Getting weak.
Might as well throw a repair on that. I think we don't have a deer hide. Thought we did. Must have left it at the dam. That sucks. Well, we have one now. I think we're reasonably well set for heading off. I wish I had a deer hide to throw a repair on those pants, but we don't. So we will when we get back, though. Plus, we likely will when we get, spend some time over there. Let's go find that bear. See where he is. Hopefully someplace close. Probably right over there. It's cold. Hoping he's close enough we can just... Oh wow, he's up on the rocks. Holy crap, that might be a problem. I suppose it's fair that if I shot you from the rocks, you could die on the rocks. It's not gonna be super fun to try and... Ideally we go up there and start a fire somehow. It's kind of chilly right now. If we can get a fire going right here, it would. So that's reasonably going to be windproof. Oh man, we got shit for wood though. Wow. Lit the torch a bit early. Gonna need at least several sticks to get a fire going long enough for coal to take effect. Coal increases the fire temperature by 20 degrees, so if I can get some sticks going long enough to get some coal going, we'll be in business.
Can't feel my hands.
The 6 I've got should be give me enough to go get more sticks.
Come on.
At least.
Come on.
By the time we get back to the fire, should. Oh.
Well, that didn't work.
My torch went out. Good times. God.
Wait.
So I just
I'm so cold. I'm
blew 2
warming up
matches
again.
in a fire like a noob. Sad.
Come on.
Probably should read the fire starting book. Get my skill up.
It worked.
Alright. Now we need to get more sticks. And we don't have any idea if a wolf's going to roll up at some point and ruin our day, so... I wish I had the time to grab a fur here. But it's purely sticks. We're going to try and preserve as much condition as possible. Oh shit. No blood. He's not gonna die, but he's gonna hate life for a little while. Apparently I'm no good at bow. I gotta chase him down for an arrow. He's at least bleeding now. Alright. That's definitely enough sticks to get us warm. And certainly enough to get the heat up. Well, we don't know for sure we'll be warm, but we will definitely have enough sticks to last us until the coal is good. Alright. We're definitely warm enough now. So somewhere in this bear is an arrow. Oh god. Maybe I should worry less about the arrow and actually get the bear harvested and call it good. So at this point it looks like I shot the bear in the nose or whatever, so I'm going to lose my arrow for a minute, but it'll be at the bottom of the hill when I get done. I'm going to carcass harvest this guy. Got 2 hours there, we got 3 hours there. Yeah, carcass harvesting is the way to go. Oh, it's too frozen. %. Are we warming up yet? We should be. Yeah, okay. Just cook some rose hips quick. Hatchet or a knife? Okay, why would you let me choose the friggin' whatever? So the thing is, this quartering operation is going to require, like, nothing to harvest. Alright. So, now we have
This stuff will come in handy.
guts in the hide and apparently some of the quarters get lost and I can't move.
Can't move.
Ugh. So quartering is a pain in the ass. Actually, I shouldn't have done that there because on a rock when you quarter you can lose a good chunk of the bear because, or whatever animal it is, because geometry.
Feels like a lot of gear.
And I can't move because it's too heavy. Fire is
Too heavy.
yeah.
Can't move.
You should be able to move now. Nope, still can't move. Fucking hell. Oh, we're at 60 kilos. Maybe we'll be less than 60 now and we can move? Nope. Oh, can barely move. Good lord.
Can't do much with that hand until my wrist heals up.
Oh, Iron Jesus, you're being terrible. Oh. We're gonna have all kinds of wolf friends. So if I wave my crap around, can I get some of those bear parts that wandered off? No. Alright. I'll play your silly game.
All this gear is slowing me down.
So, for everybody who doesn't really realize what's going on, because of the geometry of this rock, when I quartered that bear, I lost like 3 chunks of the bear, so I'm going to wind up with basically 13 kilos of bear meat, where I should have wound up with 30 and
Starting to weigh me
change.
down.
So, I can't really eat bear right now at all anyway, because of parasites, but it would be nice if I would at least get the meat. I'm just going to drop it here and come back at some point in the future and cook it.
This gear is starting to slow me down.
I really should just take it. So that this is 2 hours, okay. I really should cook it right now so that I get points for cooking it. But if I don't cook it yet, I'll at least be able to cook it back to 50% in the future and get some benefit out of it. I think I'm going to cook 1 piece for dinner tonight, because if you eat 1 piece of predator meat, you get 1% of parasite risk, which is, it's practically impossible to get parasites from it, but in reality you can. I've gotten parasites from 4% before, which is the next step up. But I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to... I don't know what I'm going to do yet. 50% tired. I actually think grab a little bit more water just because I got more time on the fire. It doesn't seem to want to blow out. Oh, now it's going to go out. Hopefully I'll succeed. Good enough. I'm going to grab this and try and walk if I can.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Okay. So I have a spray. So that way's downwind. Any wolves that are coming behind me are going to be behind me. I'm hoping I can actually make it towards the cabin. I'm actually going to fix my sprained wrist. So that I can get my blow out. I just want to get to the door of the cabin with this bear meat. And hopefully waste enough time that we're... Yeah. So that's gonna sit here and go get ruined basically, but eventually it'll be usable. What I'm going to do now is go inside the cabin and come back out and hope that I get another arrow from that bear. So in theory now, the bear will have been despawned and respawned. The corpse will be gone. Hopefully I'm going to find an arrow below that rock. I still have a bunch of guts on me, that's bad. So here on the rock where the bear was, I'm not seeing my cursor pop up, which means there's not an arrow. Alright, so I got my one arrow. So now I'm going to go back in the trapper's cabin and make some arrows to make up for the lost arrows.
My fingers feel numb.
That's what we'll do with the rest of the day. And of course, drop the hide and stuff, so. Alright, so drop all the guts and the hide. Get all that stuff curing. Got a bear hide here, drop that. And we got fresh guts, drop those. Here, we're going to make some arrows over here. While we have daylight left, because now we're down to like 6 arrows total due to losses. We'll regain the losses later in the game when we revisit these places we've been and miraculously find lost arrows we had no idea.
I would do
had.
anything for a drink right now.
Challenge accepted, Will. What will you do for a drink? Did we just make bow 4? Please finish. Fail. Bow 4 would be nice. Excellent. We're bow 4. So 25% critical, bleed out time reduced by 25%. That is the important part. We won't blow through bows like we did before. Alright, cool. So gotta head outside and grab our piece of bear. That for dinner. Hopefully be. Yeah, we're almost tired enough to. Alright. Hopefully we got something shit we can do at night in the dark. What can we do in the dark? Nothing. Definitely can sharpen our knife. Once.
Need to close my eyes.
Yeah, we'll close your eyes. Eat this piece of bear. We're gonna get 1% chance of getting parasites. It's gonna pass in an hour or 24 hours. It's possible to actually catch parasites doing this, but it's kind of rare. I've caught parasites at 4%, so that means 2 pieces of predator meat. Stomach parasites are no joke in Interloper. It's like 20 days straight of one antibiotic tea or antibiotics every day until it goes away, and you lose condition, maximum condition every day too. So along the way, your condition drops, your maximum condition drops by 20% the whole time. So it's pretty tough to cure it. It's possible, but I'm hoping I won't actually get parasites. Yeah, so I have a risk of parasites, and if we look at that, it's 1%. One more, you get 4%, and I've actually gotten parasites at that level, so I wouldn't advise doing that much. The reason I harvested that bear is so that I can come back at some point and cook it back up to 50%, or hopefully with cooking level 5, cook it back up to whatever, it doesn't matter, but if it's ruined on the ground raw, it'll cook up to 50%, and you can eat it pretty safely without cooking 5. But the goal here is to come back when we have cooking 5 and cook it up at that point. Of course, if you don't cook everything you kill, you'll get cooking 5 way later, but we have to cook so much stuff that regardless, we're going to wind up with cooking 5 at some point. We actually got back to 100% condition. That's pretty sweet. I didn't think we'd do that. So this risk of intestinal parasites is going to pass within 24 hours. So tonight we go to sleep, it'll go away. We have a blizzard going on outside, but where we're going is a cave just up on the hill, so we don't have far to go. I think I will take a minute to break down something though. Kill this thing. Alright. Storm went away, but we don't really care about that.
Can you eat trees?
Because we've just got to go up here. How much time we've been recording? Well, we're well over our episode time. I'm going to be doing some shrinking of this as usual to get the time down to hopefully about an hour. Thanks for watching. In the next episode, of course, we'll be walking up the hill to the cave and heading towards Milton. And hijinks will ensue, I'm sure, but anyways, hopefully that was interesting to you, and thanks for watching, and let me know if you have any suggestions for what we should do in this run, or if you have any questions, feel free to comment. And I hate to do it, but you know, the YouTube thing now is to beg everybody to go ahead and like the video if you like it, dislike it if you don't, and please subscribe if you want to see more like this, and comment as usual and stuff. And again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.